He awoke in a place he had never seen before, his senses dry and derailed, with no understanding of reality. The red dawn horizon stretched far beyond sight, his once tranquil life now devoid of hope or serenity. The other man was somewhere in this desolation. His feet were blistered, causing sharp pain in every step, an obligatory set of hallucinations, a manifestation born of dehydration to his core. He felt his blood burn his face as it flowed from his broken nose, his mouth filled with abscesses and cold sores. The other man might have endured this too, he thought. He must have looked like the living dead, a man with no future, a man who once lived in a city high-rise, now dragging his lame left leg behind him like a gimp, fully aware the vultures would soon be feeding on his eyes. Was the other man watching, somewhere above? The first thing to break the numbness that filled him, that gave him the courage to question what moment still lay ahead, was a faint humming, a vibration generated somewhere nearby. Was it too much to hope? Could he dare let emotion be fed? Could the other man be the source of that sound? He longed to speed up his advance. His mind screamed at his body to move toward the sound, but his muscles, so stripped of strength, refused. So he summoned every last bit of life to focus on the sand that covered the ground, and still, the other man lingered in his thoughts. He recalled a truism his father once told him. You're not judged by the gun you hold in your hand. You're judged by the speed and accuracy of the seed that leaves in a spark. By this one can possess great wealth or conquer any land. Words once spoken by the other man, his father. Just over the dune sea baked by the burning sun, a simple structure appeared, no larger than 3 grown men. Still unsure of its reality, perhaps a mirage, he reached out with his blistered hand, doubting its truth once again. But the other man had planted this vision in his mind long ago. The solidity of it shocked him. It was real. He wanted to laugh like a lunatic on his way to a secure ward. He wanted to cry like a baby on its first day free from the womb, yet his dehydration cut through him like a Ulfberht sword. Would the other man greet him inside? The rather unambiguous door opened with a loud creak, sending him falling backward in an unconscious escape. A man stood in the doorway, beckoning him inside from the sweltering heat. Enter, please. There's no time to linger or wait. Inside, it was suddenly cool, like walking into an icebox. The temperature shift hit him, knocking him to the floor like a truck had slammed into him at full speed. The bright light of the day outside now diffused as the man closed the door, and again he wondered, could this be the other man? Now, his consciousness drained, an all-consuming, unending spin. The man spoke to him in a gentle, understanding rasp, yet as the darkness of this trauma consumed him, he fought to remain present, to hold reality in his grasp. He clung to the thought of the other man. He awoke in a steel chamber, falling like a brick through the earth, alone, crumpled in a ball. The descent made his stomach lurch. Still, he continued on in his journey, as he and the chamber fell. Somewhere below, he sensed the other man waiting. When the door opened, he saw a long corridor. He had to rise up and move, or he would die. So he pulled himself to his feet, letting out a moan of pain, clutching the wall, trying to hold it back. But he began to cry. He cried not just for himself, but for the other man too. Suddenly, he saw a man. At first familiar, he wondered if the stranger was truly who he appeared to be, and now as they stood face to face he realized this was the only man he ever wanted to know. It was the other man, the one who had never truly left. Welcome, my son. Welcome to a place you have always been, a place you've dreamed of since you were a boy until now as a grown man. I welcome you. The other man was my father. The Other Man, Super by BKF.